into this week's vlog. I hope you're all doing really well. It is a Monday and it's the first Monday I feel like I've had in a long time completely free just to catch up with things, and it's been so lovely. B also works from home on a Monday, which is even lovelier. And it is now, it's 4 o'clock now. I definitely need some fresh air and a little break. And I saw this cute little antique market shop on TikTok, so I thought we could drive there and have a look around because, I don't know, I kind of want to accessorize the flat with some more like cute little trinkets and little bits and bobs. I need a photo frame for above my bed, and to be honest, I just love antique shops. Even though I don't have any antiques myself, I just really enjoy looking at them. I find them fascinating and honestly just my idea of a fun day out. So I'm going to take you guys along with us and let's go. I was just saying to B how amazing Tala hoodies are, because they just are the perfect amount of oversized. Like you can see how much is ruffling, not ruffling, gathering at my wrist, but then it's not oversized in like a boyfriend hoodie kind of way. Like it kind of sits, it's not cropped, but it kind of sits like, well, you can see where it sits. I just really like it as a hoodie. It's like the perfect hoodie. I've also washed this one a few times and it's still nice and snuggly and cozy. And then these leggings are another favorite from Varley. The bunnies are just having their lunch and Opal has given up. They often do this. I think sometimes when I give them a little bit too much by accident, they give up halfway through and just flop. You guys, I'm going to leave you to it. Be good little moo-moos. Give me a kiss. Thank you. You are so kind. Always giving me kisses. First up, coffee. She was that's really yummy. I want to look. It's like gooey on the inside. Why would you regret getting this, B?
Why?
It's too sweet. I don't like it.
Mix it up. You're already having the white chocolate.
Oh.
You can't. Mix it with your straw.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's better. Not so sweet. Let's try this. No, that's not for me. Too turmeric-y. Look at all of this silverware and glassware. Wow, so cool. Look at the little bunny. You know, just admiring this vanity. It's so nice while we keep it all your makeup in all those drawers. Good morning, my loves. It is now a Tuesday. The antique market yesterday was so cute. I didn't actually buy anything though because I wanted a frame, but all the frames were like secure. They're not the kind of frames that you can just pop a photo in and out of. You have to actually get it properly done. But it was a lovely little afternoon out nonetheless. So I thought in this week's vlog I could chat to you all about all of the health and wellness things I've been doing recently, because I've been doing so many different things and I've been really enjoying like seeing the benefits of everything. I've recently done a genetic test. I've also been wearing the Oura ring. I've been trying out new skin treatments and also introducing new supplements. And I think I'm in a really good routine with everything at the moment, so I thought it was a good time to show you what I do. This has been my routine for the last month and a half. You might have seen me use this in the South Africa vlog. So this little device is a Zip Halo, which is a microcurrent and nanocurrent device. Some of you will know I've been using a microcurrent tool for years because I love the way they lift your face and they sculpt it, they depuff. But this one is different because this one also has nanocurrent in it, and I believe it's the only one on the market that has both in one device. Okay, I'm going to explain more. I'm going to do it as I speak to you guys. So this is how the app looks, and then there's challenges that you can do. For example, I've just done the 30-day challenge. So it kind of holds you accountable to actually doing it. They've got like a pre-wedding one on there. They've got loads of different ones, which is really cool. So the microcurrent is what kind of makes your muscles slightly contract. I don't know if you'll be able to see on camera, but my eye is slightly twitching. And you can also feel kind of the muscles underneath working. It's basically like a little workout for your face. And the results of that are instant, which I think is so cool. If I do one side of my face and then the next side, you'll be able to see a difference straight away. If I just kind of like go underneath my cheekbone and hold it there for a bit, you'll be able to see how it carves it out a bit. Can you see how after even 1 minute, this side of my face is far more sculpted than this side? And I wake up with the puffiest face every single day, and this really helps. So if I'm shooting in the morning or doing anything where I want to look good, then I will always use this. I tend to use it about 3 times a week, and I try and like match it to another habit. I always do it just after brushing my teeth, and it has like little vibrations. And when it vibrates, it's when you need to move and go on to the next part of your face. Moving on to the nano current, which is what makes this device different. What that does is it really helps with cellular growth and repair. So you're going to see long-term results with that part of the device as well. And on the website it says it's like a non-surgical facelift and Botox. And it's the kind of thing where the more you use it, the better the results are going to be. Day to day, I normally do 4 minutes either side of my face. You can also make the treatments longer. You can connect it to the app and kind of tailor it to whatever experience you want. I always try and focus around my jawline as well, because I've got kind of like a soft-ish jawline that I really want to make like really sharp. So, and this definitely helps. So I'm gonna do this side, and then I'm gonna come back to you guys with a before and after. Okay, so I'm gonna pop the before and the after on the screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at. I think the most amount of difference you can see is around my eyes, and it is my eyes that get the most puffy, especially my right eye here. You can see to begin with it is so puffy and like a bit hooded, and then afterwards that has completely gone, and generally you can see my face is kind of lifted and a lot less puffy, especially kind of around this area. Like overall my face just looks so much more snatched, lifted and glowy, and that is exactly why I love this product so much. I also do have a discount code with them, which is Kate15. Vitamin C. I'm using this one from Tatcha. I'm yet to decide on the verdict of it, but I do like the smell and I like the consistency. It's quite watery. And then the Elemis Rose Marine Cream. This smells so beautiful. Okay, and now I'm done. Let's go make some breakfast. So I'm about to make my favorite breakfast that I literally look forward to. Even when I'm going to bed, I'm like, I'm gonna wake up and have this breakfast. It's nothing revolutionary, but I'm obsessed. So, sourdough bread. I ordered this morning from, it's Gales, but you can order like Gales, Burley Bakery, Dalesford, all from Zap. I'm literally addicted to Zap, I have been for years. Okay, and then this is the Shreddy greens. And not only does it have all your good greens, but it also has your daily dose of like biotin, skin supplements, nails. Haven't seen any results yet. I've only been taking it like a month. The reviews and hype online of this is crazy, so I'm hoping to see results soon. We just add ice and water. And then cottage cheese on a sourdough, which is super high in protein. I'm also really trying to up my protein intake because honestly, it's terrible. And then I've just mixed the avocado with half a lemon juice, salt and pepper, pumpkin seeds. And I like that because it just adds some more crunch. Then some nice, like really nice quality olive oil. I feel like the good quality aspect of it does make a difference, because cold olive oil is really good for you. And then, I don't know if this is a bit much, but I then add honey as well over the top. And this is the most yummy breakfast ever. I am obsessed with it. I would have it for lunch, breakfast and dinner if I could. And it also looks quite pretty as well. I am just on the way to the stables. I had to switch around my days where I go. I was going after work and like out of working hours before, but now I go kind of like bang in the middle of my working week and working day, which is actually not very convenient, but it's just something that I've like adapted around. So like this evening I'll work until quite late, and then tomorrow I'll wake up earlier, kind of like make up for that lost time. I haven't told you guys yet, but the last few months, I think it's been like 4 months now, I've actually started sharing a horse, which is so exciting. You've met him already. It was Apollo, who you saw, I think it was in the last week, in last week's vlog. He is the most beautiful Irish sports horse. He is such a gentle giant. He's amazing on hacks, he's amazing in the school, and honestly it's just so nice to have that one horse that I just go to every time. And the reason I didn't mention it earlier is because I kind of wanted just to test, even if it was like doable in my schedule, because obviously I do travel a lot and I do have quite busy work schedule, but like I just said, it is doable. I can kind of like carve out the time and then make up for it elsewhere. But yeah, I kind of wanted to trial this out because I really want my own horse, and I feel like this is a really nice like intro into working out if that even is a possibility. It's not something I'm planning on doing like anytime soon. At the moment I'm really enjoying sharing Apollo, but yeah, I'll keep the horse content short and sweet because I know a lot of you probably aren't interested in that kind of stuff. But it does tie into this week's vlog theme, which is wellness, because oh my goodness, going horse riding so regularly now, like I'm going all the time. One, amazing for my mental health, and two, like my fitness levels are getting so much better. So yeah, it's a win-win. Noticed it for 2 years. Good morning, my loves. I hope the sound is okay. The fan is on, so hopefully you can't hear that. I feel like I keep on chatting to you guys in this chair, but it's just such a nice chair to sit and chat in. It feels very cozy. So this morning I headed to Oxford Circus, a part of London that I usually try and avoid, but I went there because I had a mole mapping appointment. My friend did one recently and she had a couple of inconclusive results, so she kind of inspired me to then go and do it. She's got the all clear, by the way, she's fine. And I never realised how much of a moley person I am. I have moles all over my body and I never really thought anything about it. I went to the doctors once about it and they were honestly so useless. They were like, unless you think it's anything to be worried about, then we're not going to look at it. And then I was like, well, I don't really know because I'm not the doctor, you are. But anyway, I decided to go private. So I will link the one I went to down below because it was honestly so good. She was so thorough and she really took her time. I felt like I was in really safe hands. I think it was £200. They literally check all of your moles, and then she went back to one mole, which she said that she wasn't sure about, so she then like took a kind of scan thing of it, and we're getting that sent off, which is an extra £35. And then I get results from that back in 3 days. And I also wanted to tell you guys about another doctor's appointment that I recently had. Because oh my goodness, it was so interesting. Do you remember I went to the Galen clinic? I think it was about a month ago, maybe a bit more, and I had that DNA swab test, and that's to get information about your genetics to like then be sent off. So they have a specialist doctor in functional medicine whose name is Nathan, and he was just so lovely. So he went through my results with me, and before we did anything he asked me if I have any like pre-existing conditions, and I said the only 2 health conditions I suffer with are one, my mental health, and I kind of said to him I really don't think my mental health is ever circumstantial. Like I don't think it's caused by anything, it's just the way I am, and it also does seem to run on one side of the family. And then I said the second condition that I sometimes have, which I've mentioned to you guys before, is how my pH balance does seem to just not be very happy. I have recurring things like thrush, and I know that's a bit TMI, but I really don't care because we're mostly girls here anyway. And when I mentioned it last, I had, I'm not joking, hundreds of messages from you girls, you know, saying thank you for talking about it and kind of exchanging tips and advice. So, and that was really interesting because he said my results came back. Well, obviously you can't have like perfect genetics, but you can have genetics that work in your favour with things like your risk to diseases, how fast you age. Obviously you have a chronological age and then you also have a biological age. How you react to things like food, drinks, loads of different things. But also, by the way, take what I'm saying with a pinch of salt because I am just remembering what he said and hopefully this is all right. But the 2 genes that I had that weren't going in my favour was one to do with my ability to break down, oh, it's going to get scientific here, something about the acidity in your mucus lining. Basically, I have a gene that is a lot slower in activating, and because of that, that is why I have reoccurring thrush. No matter what I do with it, whether I go on antibiotics or take supplements or anything, I found that nothing really has helped. So then he's given me some really specific supplements to take to help that. One is vitamin A and the other one is a specific probiotic. He did also suggest taking like liver supplements. Obviously I'm vegetarian, so I don't really know how I feel about that, but I think he can do it as like a byproduct. But still, I don't know how I feel about that. And then the only other gene that I was less efficient in, that kind of gives you like a ranking, so it goes green, yellow, amber, red, and this one was red, was the, I think it's called MTHRF, and I have a slow activation in that. And that's all to do with mood and your ability to manage stress. And apparently like 70% of the population are less efficient in this gene. And you can optimize it by taking more B9, folate, and B12. So I have ordered those again, although I feel like it won't make a huge difference to me right now because where I do take sertraline, my mood is generally okay, so I kind of feel like I'd only ever see a difference of that if I then come off sertraline, but I'm going to take it anyway, see if it makes a difference. For those of you who don't know, sertraline is a antidepressant, anti-anxiety medication. I've been taking it for, oh my god, how long now, like 8 years or something, and it dramatically improves my mood and anxiety. But yeah, I spoke to Dr. Nathan for about an hour all around this. It was fascinating. He was even able to tell me if I am genetically more likely to be a morning person or an evening person. I'll link the page where it kind of gives an overview of, it's called the DNA Health Program. I'll link it down below so you guys can see. Yeah, I would highly recommend doing it. So I'll let you guys know if I see any results from taking these extra vitamins. Okay, and then the other thing I've invested in for my health is this Oura ring, which I'm sure a lot of you will already know. It's basically a little smart ring that tracks things like your sleep, your exercise, your fertility, your heart rate, all of that kind of thing. And the reason I got it was actually for my sleep, because I have like a real mental block around sleep about whether or not I've had enough hours, and if I feel like I haven't had enough hours, then I feel like I'm more tired, even if I did have enough hours. Like, it's a mental thing rather than an actual factual thing, if that makes sense. So I just figured if I was able to see my sleep and quantify it, it would get rid of that mental block I have about it. And honestly, it's worked so well, because now whether I slept good or bad, at least I know, and I'm not like guessing if I've had a good sleep or not. And it's so interesting. For example, I always thought I had 7 hours of sleep because I go to bed at midnight, I wake up at 7, and I didn't think I woke up at all in the night. I thought I just slept the whole way through, but actually a lot of the time I was getting 6 hours. So now I know to go to bed an extra hour before I need to. It also tells you your REM sleep, your light sleep, and your deep sleep. And also what's really interesting is whenever I sleep at my boyfriend's house, it always tells me, you slept better this evening, what did you do the day before to make you sleep better? There must be something about like sharing a bed with somebody else that just makes me sleep better, which is so weird because I would have thought it was the complete opposite. I feel like I never usually sleep that well at my boyfriend's. And then it gives you a readiness score when you wake up based on the activity you did plus your sleep, and you have like a readiness score, which I think is so cool. I don't use it for fitness. It does register when I horse ride, but honestly I've heard quite bad reviews on the fitness aspect of it, so I can't talk about that. And then the other thing you can do is link it to a natural cycles account, and it tells you about your fertility, all of that kind of thing, and that is supposed to be very accurate. Overall, I have mixed feelings. I don't know, it's quite expensive. I can put a referral code down below because they give you one when you buy one. I just don't know if it's worth the money, because you can buy cheaper alternatives that basically do the same thing, and I don't wear it 24/7. So I don't know, I'm still making up my mind if it's worth it or not, even though I've been wearing it for about a month and a half now, 2 months. So yeah, I'd love to tell you guys that I'm now a health and fitness queen, but I absolutely am not. I'm just trying to understand it better. I still have a massive sweet tooth. I love crisps, I love chocolate. I've also realised that when I wake up and I have a tea and a Twix, I'm just happier. I stopped it for ages because I thought the first thing I'm eating in the morning is a Twix. Can't believe I'm admitting this. But I just love a tea and a Twix in the morning. It makes me feel good. That actually does remind me though, in the genetic test it said that my tolerance to sugar, like I don't really spike that much. And my body can metabolize quite easily, so maybe that explains that a little bit more. I'm also still not very good with exercise. I haven't really got myself into a good routine with that. The only thing I'm doing is riding, which obviously is good exercise, but it's not quite the same as like Pilates. So yeah, take everything I'm saying with a pinch of salt. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you all about the things I've been doing differently, and if any of you have any things that you do that really work for you, then let us know in the comments, because I would love to hear. So on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. I love you all so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.